Yeah, guys, we have a few minutes, but not a lot of battery. We're not going to make it over to the park we went to that time. A little quiet today. Up here on the street, on the main road. Street legal, baby. I can hang out in those streets. On my motorcycle. I'm just posing right now, y'all. I'm a poser. So I live on the top of a mountain. Cincinnati is actually the Seven Hills, city of Seven Hills. This is one of them, but it's more like a mountain coming up. Depends on which way you come up. It's the highest point in Cincinnati, I believe. On this side, on the west side. And then, actually, I live down in the valley, the mountain valley. There's a few mountain valleys around here. But to get down to the real Cincinnati, the real city, you have to go down a mountain or either a steep hill. Or you get to most of the neighborhoods around here, you have to go down a mountain or a steep hill. Because I'm right on the top here. Not many places I want to explore right now until I get more comfortable to going up and down these hills. This is a stop sign that people ignore. Look behind me, make sure no one's going to ignore it. Well, I take a quick breath. Flags are flying. Now's a good time to get those mirrors adjusted. It's a nice flat road, nothing's moving. Yeah, so I like the Hawk, y'all. But I think I would like to keep it, even if I got another motorcycle. And I definitely wouldn't want to buy one for somebody else. Not to use one. There's a few reasons why. You know, first of all, most of the time when I get a new subscriber, one of the first things they ask me is, have you changed since you set up the carb yet? And I'm like, why? You know? And then not only is the carb, but then have you switched out your sprockets? And while you're at it, did you put a new chain on? Brand new chain? And while you have that letter taken apart, why don't you just go ahead and adjust those valves too, baby? Even though you don't know what the hell you're doing yet. I call those people cheesers. You know? They start working on their bikes before they get them started riding and enjoyed it. Then the next thing you know, by the time they got 1,000 miles, the bike no longer works. About 6 months in or 2 months in, it depends on how much they want to do to it. You know, I almost like the kind of people who buy cafe racers and they never make it out onto the road. I'd say if you want to buy a motorcycle to work on, buy a used motorcycle off of Craigslist or Marketplace or something, work on that. You could probably turn a piece of garbage into something good and learn something in the process. But don't do it in a nice working motorcycle when it starts nice to start with. Unless you just need that performance, unless you have some experience to know what the hell you're doing. You know what I'm saying? No need to experiment on a perfectly good running motorcycle. Now there are a lot of people who do mods and stuff, who know what the hell they're doing. You know? And it comes out nice. But I mean, experiment on something else first, or at least learn a lot. Watch some videos, learn the hell what you're doing before you start messing with it. That's one reason why we want to buy it, because you never know what they've done before you get it. You know what I'm saying? It could be any damn kind of condition. Especially if they make a mistake. valuable. If you had one that was running good, I would think you'd appreciate it to the point to where you would want to get rid of it, like something was wrong with it. And so I'm like, hey, what's wrong with it? You know, I don't want to buy any ones that's problems. There's other reasons I don't want to buy a used one. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, they get it just to see how much abuse it can take. You know? They're like, oh well, shit broke down. I guess it's because of that Chinese bike. No, dude. Because your fat ass was jumping ramps and trying to pop wheelies. That's the reason why it broke down. But that's okay, it's fine. If you know how to weld, put all that shit back together again. Just don't blame it on the bike, y'all. Blame it on your fat ass. You know, trying to be a moto star. Yeah. But as far as buying a new Hawk, man, that's a great investment. You know what I'm saying? You spend your money, you have your fun. Don't fuck it up. Don't believe the hype. It really got me into motorcycles, and actually I'm thinking about purchasing me another motorcycle. And I'm not going to buy another Chinese motorcycle because I like the Hawk so much. I'm like, why even try to buy something to compete with what I like? You know? I like it just the way it is. And if anything breaks on here, I replace it or fix it and try to make it better. But other than that, it's going to stay the same. I'll give me another bike so I can learn more about bikes. One I could probably find for a good price and learn things about clutches and engines and brakes and all that internal stuff. Maybe flip some bikes or something, make me some extra money, start riding some variety. But you know, just for some variety. But the Hawk is my bike. If I get another bike to hook up, it's going to be for somebody else. It'll just be a temporary one for me to enjoy. Different types, you know, I've been thinking about what should I get. I'm saving right now. I'm going to get a bike. I'm not going to get a Honda. Because I got the Hawk, you know. I don't know if I should get like a sports bike, which I really don't want a sports bike. I like to try one to see what it feels like. What I really want to get now is like a standard cruiser. With like a mid-foot position. It rides like the Hawk feels almost. You know, the Hawk feels almost like the Suzuki Van. That's a whole different type of bike, I guess. It was a standard, it's supposed to be like a dual sport. This feels and get more and more used to it. In fact, if I get another bike, it's not because I don't like the way this one feels, it's because I just want a different style. You know? Just to see what it feels like. You only live once, right? You know what I'm saying? Put on the black leather with the armor. Experience. So what kind of bike do I want? Possibly Suzuki. I'm not going to find a Van. That's one of those bikes like the Hawk you want to find. As people be like, why do I want to get rid of this? It's perfect. I won't find a used one. I see some Suzuki Marauders, Intruders, whatever you call them, all over the damn place. Honda Rebels here and there. See those pretty often. Anytime I see Harleys, I want something like that. Any one of those, then I can afford them. See, our prices between $1,500 and $2,500, and most of the ones on the low end has something wrong with them. They're like, "Oh, it just needs this." I'm like, "Well, why don't you just do that and then sell it? Don't try to sell it to me before you do that little problem that it needs." It's so simple. You know, they're like, "Oh, I just took it apart and then put it back together because I got this one little part and I got lazy," or whatever they say. But if you buy it for the same price of one cost that don't have anything wrong with it, you can try to see if that's really a problem, or if I'm just lying to you. I took that off so I can use that for an excuse that you buy my bike with the blown up engine. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to buy something from somewhere where the bike is running and I can ride it and know what it feels like. I can't be taking no chances, y'all. I ain't got that kind of money. Anyway, that's why I'm learning about fixing bikes. So if I do run into that situation and it's something that's fucked up, then I'll watch the YouTube videos to get my tools out, and we're gonna fix that bad boy. I don't give a shit what the problem is we run into. We're gonna fix it. All right, y'all. Until the next one.